While there are not any women on the list of the top 10 richest people in the world, and we often see the problem of wealth disparity between men and women throughout the world, there are still some successful and boss women out there who have been making huge fortunes all over the world. And lately, the number of women billionaires is on the rise. This year, a total of 328 women made it to the Forbes Billionaires list, which is a huge improvement from the previous year's 241 women. As a group, the women showed a whopping 60% increase in their wealth over the past year. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the top 10 richest women in the world. But before we get started on our list, make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to never miss any interesting video from us. Having said that, let's get into the video. Number 10. Iris Fontbona and family. Net worth $23.3 billion. Age 78. Source of wealth, mining. The number 10 on our top 10 list of the top 10 wealthiest women in the world is Iris Fontbona, a renowned Chilean mining magnate and businesswoman. After the death of her husband, Andrónico Luksic Abaroa, she inherited his company Antofagasta plc, which is a British multinational company that recorded a whopping $5.1 billion in sales in 2020. Following the death of her husband, she took his business under her control and managed to make the family business grow and reach its new heights of success. Besides her mining business, she also owns luxury hotel chains and luxury resorts. One of her major actions was to acquire a 70% stake in the Chilean television station Canal 13. Number 9. Gina Rinehart. Net worth $23.6 billion. Age 67. Source of wealth, mining. Gina Rinehart has for the past 2 years consistently topped the list of richest people in Australia, boasting a personal net worth of more than $23.6 billion. Just like her predecessor in our list, she is also a mining magnate and chairman of Hancock Prospecting, a privately owned mineral exploitation and extraction company founded by her father, Lang Hancock. When Rinehart took over the company, its total wealth was estimated at $75 million. She oversaw the expansion of the company after her father's death and made it Australia's biggest mining company. Besides mining, she also began expanding outside the mining industry with investments in different media companies and agriculture. Gina has hugely benefited from the world's thirst for Australian iron ore and inflated iron ore prices. The iron ore industry took a massive hit during the COVID pandemic, but the market has been recovering since, helping Gina boost the value of her stake in the company. Number 8. Suzanne Clanton. Net worth $27.7 billion. Age 58. Source of wealth, BMW Pharmaceuticals. Suzanne Clanton is a renowned German businesswoman with a net worth of $27 billion. She is the richest businesswoman in Germany. She acquired her wealth after the death of her father in the form of different investments. Some of the notable ones are a 50.1% stake in pharmaceutical and chemicals manufacturer Altana and a handsome 12.5% stake in German car manufacturer BMW, which increased to 19.2% after the death of her mother. She recently made it on our list after car sales recovered from a slump earlier in the pandemic, leading to a massive $10 billion rise in her BMW fortune. Number 7. Yang Huiyan and family. Net worth $29.6 billion. Age 39. Source of wealth, real estate. With a net worth of almost $30 billion, the 39-year-old businesswoman easily takes the crown as the richest woman in China. And this is not even the first time Yang has been given the title. Back in 2007, Yang was pronounced the richest woman in China when her farmer-turned-entrepreneur father transferred 70% of his company's shares to her, making her the majority shareholder in the Chinese real estate firm Country Garden. Besides being the richest woman in China, she also holds the record for the richest woman in the entirety of Asia. Number 6. Jacqueline Mars. Net worth $31.3 billion. Age 81. Source of wealth, candy, pet food. The next woman on our list is Jacqueline Mars, and if you already guessed it from the name, yes, she is the owner of none other than our favorite chocolate manufacturer. I don't know about you guys, but I've always been a Mars candy kind of guy, Its rich taste and gooey texture are absolutely addictive. Who knows, I might make a list of my top 10 candies in the future. Enough talk about my favorite chocolate, let's get back to the topic. The company was founded by Jacqueline's grandfather Frank C. Mars back in 1911. She now owns an estimated 1/3 of the company. If I ever end up on the list of the richest people in the world, I would want it to be by owning one of the largest candy manufacturers in the world. Number 5. Miriam Adelson, net worth $38.2 billion, age 75, source of wealth, casinos. Miriam Adelson controls a whopping 56% stake in the casino operator Las Vegas Sands, which she inherited from her late husband Sheldon Adelson, who died at the age of 87 in January earlier this year. Although she is on our list of the world's richest women, her company lost almost $1 billion in the second quarter of 2020 due to statewide COVID lockdowns. Even after the reopening of casinos, her business ended the year with a $1.69 billion net loss. Las Vegas Sands announced in March that it's selling its Vegas casinos for $6.25 billion to focus more on their Asian markets, notably in Macau, where their business is much bigger and soaring. Number 4. Julia Koch and family, net worth $46.4 billion, age 58, source of wealth, Koch Industries. Julia Koch and her children enjoy a 42% stake in the family business Koch Industries, which they acquired from the late David Koch. Koch Industries made headlines last year when it was America's largest private company per revenue. She is on the board of directors of Koch Industries and maintains a low-key lifestyle and avoids public attention. Number 3. Mackenzie Scott, net worth $53 billion, age 50, source of wealth, Amazon. The third woman on our list is the ex-wife of Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos. You are probably already familiar with Mackenzie Scott if you've been paying any attention to the media lately. After their divorce in 2019, Scott was left with $35.6 billion in Amazon stock. Owing to her 4% stake in the global conglomerate, she has a net worth of $50 billion. She's also a member of the Giving Pledge, a commitment to give at least half of her wealth to charity. In 2020, she became the biggest philanthropist of the pandemic by donating a whopping $5.8 billion to charities. After her divorce from the billionaire, she remarried to high school chemistry teacher Dan Jewett. Number 2. Alice Walton, net worth $61.8 billion, age 71, source of wealth, Walmart. Dubbed as the richest woman in the world last year, Alice Louise Walton is heiress to the fortune of the American multinational retail corporation Walmart. The daughter of the founder of Walmart, Sam Walton, lost her spot as the world's richest woman, but still managed to gain $7.4 billion in the past year thanks to a soaring Walmart stock price. Despite Walton's high status, her personal life remains largely private. She has never really taken any leading role in the family business and always kept to her hobbies. She's known to be fond of breeding horses and collecting expensive art, with her art collection being worth more than $500 million. Number 1. Francois Bettencourt Meyers and family, net worth $73.6 billion, age 67, source of wealth, L'Oreal. French billionaire heiress Francois Bettencourt Meyers takes the title of the richest woman in the world. She inherited her wealth from her mother, who was the only child of Eugene Schuller, the founder of pharmaceutical and cosmetics giant L'Oreal. Francois Bettencourt Meyers still owns a 33% stake in the company and enjoys a position on its board of directors. She was raised as a strict Catholic and ended up marrying the grandson of a rabbi murdered in Auschwitz. Her marriage caused controversy because of her grandfather, Eugene Schuller's, trial for collaboration with the Nazi government. Francois Bettencourt Meyers had a rocky relationship with her mother, but their relationship soured after 2007 when the daughter launched a lawsuit against her mother's close friend, whom she accused of attempting to take a share of the family's fortune. She ultimately won the case, and her mother's friend was ultimately convicted for capitalizing on her mother's struggle with dementia to gain family assets. Let's see what happens in the future. We hope to see more and more women rising in their wealth and to finish this income disparity between men and women. Before going anywhere, make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to watch more amazing videos on your YouTube dashboard. Don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with your friends. And if you made it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Until next video, stay tuned.
Found you.